Hi fellow beaders, it's JP again, and this week I'm going to show you how to make these earrings. So take a look at this color combination that I did. It's in sort of a maroon and green Picasso finish super duos, or I think they might be called umber, and sort of a copper colored seed bead. And they look I think they look really great. I'm really proud of these. This is my own original design, of course, and here they are. So here's what they look like. They kind of got sort of this olive green and red finish to them. And I used these maroon rondelle beads. But the other color combination that I made is this one, which is also, I think, lovely. And so I'm gonna demonstrate how to make the other earring since I made the first one. And in this case, I'm using these sort of white, silvery superduo beads, and also this magenta color rondelle beads, and some silver 11-0 seed beads. Anyway, so let's get started on this, and I hope you guys like what you see here. I think these are just adorable, and I think they'll make such great gifts. I mean, and the tutorial is easy enough that I think a beginner can do this, and you can totally impress everybody with your beading skills. Anyway, you're gonna need beading needle. I'm using wildfire thread. You need about just maybe a little more than half a wingspan, so probably about the length of one arm, essentially. And you're going to string up superduo, rondelle, superduo, rondelle. So you want 5 of each total, 10 beads total. And the other thing to make sure that you do when you're using superduo beads is check both holes. So I've already done that with these beads, but you don't want to get into your pattern and find that one of the holes is clogged. It's just incredibly frustrating because you have to start all over. Anyway, get these all the way down towards the end, leave a little tail, and you're going to make a circle, of course. So we're just going to go back through all the beads to make our circle. Anyway, I'm going to shoot for posting tutorials on Friday, so you guys have the weekend to maybe try them out. If you're interested in making something that I've shown in the tutorial. So here's your circle. Now you're just going to make a knot. Very simple square knot should be good. You just want to leave enough tail that it's easy enough for you to kind of hold on to your work. So, and you want to make this as snug as possible. You want these beads to sit really, really tightly together. So. And that's it. Now we're just going to go into the rondelle bead here, and that way the knot gets pushed in and come out of a superduo. Like so. Then you want to step up and you're going to pick up rondelle, superduo, and a rondelle, and then you're going to go into the next superduo, like so. And you're going to do this 4 more times. So, rondelle, superduo, rondelle, and the next set. of the other great things about this pattern is that it does not require a lot of materials, which I always like, personally. Okay, so this is our last one, and we're going to go up into this last superduo. And now we're going to go through the beads one more time because you want to stiffen up your work, basically. So what I'm going to recommend that you do is just go through all the beads one more time until you come back to it. So just keep track of how many of the superduos you're entering, and that way you know you're not going to double through. So, or also just note where your tail thread is, and then you know where to stop because you're in the bead right before the tail thread. At least you should be. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, so if you've gone through your beads a second time, then you should be back to the bead that you were originally started at. And we're just going to move the thread into, go through the rondelle bead here and the superduo bead. And we are going to step up. So go up and flip your work. Okay, so I realized that I didn't tell you the materials that you need for these earrings. And I mean, there's superduos and rondelles, but you need about 38 of your superduo beads, 19 per earring, and 48 of the rondelle beads, so you'll need 24 per earring. And I believe you need just a handful of, very few seed beads, and of course an ear hook. Okay, so for the next round, you're going to pick up a superduo, a rondelle, superduo, rondelle, and superduo. So a total of 5 beads, 3 superduos and 2 rondelles, and you're going to go through the next superduo, the next superduo in the round. So this is what you get. Anyway, so superduo, rondelle, superduo, rondelle, superduo. Superduo, rondelle, superduo, rondelle, superduo. All right, so as you can see, we've got one part of this, basically the bottom part of the earring is almost done. Now we're going to pick up 3 size 11/0 seed beads, and we're going to step up into this. Now I'm not going to have you go through these beads a second time just yet, because we'll be doing that in a little bit later on down the line. So just step up, you're coming out of the superduo, so you're just going to step into the next superduo, but you're just going to essentially reverse directions and pick up 3 more. And you're just going through superduos again. So 3 again. Now this gap here, where you got this little, you got basically 3 superduos here like this, you're just going to pick up 1 seed bead. Of course I can pick up 3 but not 1. Anyway, so 1 in that gap, and then we're back to 3. And 3 again. 1, 3, and we're going to do 3 and 3. So the other thing what I want you to note is you're going to get a slight cupping happening here towards the bottom, and that's actually what you want. You want to be yanking tight enough. So I'm not sure if you can completely tell there, but you can see in the earring that there's sort of a little bit of a cupping or curvature, however you describe it. Anyway, that's kind of what you want with the earrings. And just that's part of the look. So if you're noticing that, that's actually normal. So yeah, you're pulling pretty tight there. Now we're going to make our way up here to this superduo. So basically what you're going to do is go through the bottom hole of the superduo here and just work your way up. So, got my tail in the way. All right, so this is, you should be coming out of the bottom hole of this superduo, and then you're just gonna step up. You're going to pick up a seed bead, a rondelle, a seed bead, rondelle. Oop, I got 2. Anyway, so 3 seed beads, or sorry, 4 seed beads, 3 rondelles in this alternating pattern. And then you're just going to go back around the hole, the top hole of the superduo. Like so. And that creates our little curve here. Very nice. And then you just go through the beads one more time. Really yank it hard, or tight, pull tight, because you really want to get that to really stabilize there. Okay, next up, push back, go through the seed bead, the rondelle, and the seed bead. And now we're going to pick up 5 seed beads. And you are actually going to go around the rondelle, like so. Then we're going to go all the way up, or go through these beads again. And instead of going into the rondelle now, you're actually going to go down back into, you're going to go down into this seed bead, the rondelle, seed bead, and we're going to make our way back around again. So basically we're just reinforcing this part because the earring is dangling from here. So you just want to make sure you have a nice strong earring that isn't going to fall apart. Okay, so you've gone all the way around again. Now you're coming out of this bead that should be right in the top here. So there should be 3 seed beads on either side. You're going to pick up 5 more seed beads. And go around, and you're going to make a little loop. And this is the loop from which the ear hook will hang. So of course we're going to reinforce this by going through it a couple more times. And since the beads are nice and snug together, it's good. Okay, now I'm going to work your way down, and we are basically finished with the earring. See how quick that was? Didn't take very long at all. So all we're going to do is work our way down, and you're going to go through that. Remember that last round that I said we're not going to go through again at this point? So this is when we're going to do it now. So this was the last round, so we're going to go through all the beads. Okay, so essentially the round starts here. So we've worked our way down to this superduo. Now the way to do this is we're actually going to work a little backwards. So we're going to step up through the hole here, and then, oh, I already did, I went through the seed beads. So what you do is go around the seed beads, step down, and then we're going to go down through this set here. So totally reinforcing the earring and basically just making it a little stiffer. And so the earring is not going to feel flimsy. Now we are starting down in that other round. Okay, so earring is basically complete. All you're gonna do next is weave your 2 threads through various beads until you can't basically go through the beads anymore. So I'm just gonna weave this in a little further. Maybe tie, actually, I'm gonna go through the superduo and then tie the half hitch because the hole through the rondelle is bigger and the knot can hide in the rondelle bead. So half hitch knot, you're just going underneath the thread there, and hopefully I wasn't out of frame there. Sorry if I was. Just making a half hitch knot, not doing anything too complicated. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut off this thread. And you can thread the needle and just work this one through some more beads, and we're going to put on the ear hook, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, I've gotten all my threads passed through the beads and hidden away. Now just open up your ear hook here and feed it through the loop. Okay, here we are. Earrings are complete. Oops. Anyway, those are, I think, finished now, and here's my other color scheme. So if you guys end up making these earrings, especially if you use a different color scheme, I'd love to see them, so feel free to post on my Facebook page. And if you like this tutorial, please subscribe. My goal is to post a video every Friday, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I do have a full-time job too. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.